Live.
Hi everyone, how you doing? Oh, it's been a bit of a mega rush the last 10 minutes. I've been like, running around. I had an errand to run, which I'll tell you about in a moment, and the traffic was horrendous coming back, so it's been like, oh, quick, move. How is everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all okay. What are we doing? What have I got to... Oh, I'll tell you about my errand, actually, because it's proper lovely. It's really nice. So I ordered something off Not on the High Street as part of my sister's 40th birthday present. I've been battling with them for about 2 weeks to actually find out where it is, because it was late, and I had one email after about 3 emails of me emailing them. One email back saying, really sorry, we'll get it to you as soon as possible. It should have been here last Wednesday. Then I did have another little dispatch one saying, oh, it should be with you Saturday. Just like generic ones off the off their website, not not like a personal one. Nobody actually contacted me to my emails. Still hadn't turned up, and then last night I had a call on my landline, which I never normally answer. And it was this lovely chap, and he said, I've had a parcel delivered here, which I think might be for you. He said it's got my name and address, like a handwritten label. I'll show you actually. I won't show his name and address, but because that's data protection. But you can see there's like a handwritten address was stuck over their label, so it had been delivered to him. So he opened it, not realised in the dispatch note that it wasn't for him, and also he hadn't ordered that item. So bless them, him and his wife, they googled me to find a phone number and rang me and said, would I like them to put it in the post, or did I want to go and pick it up, because it was in St Fagans, which is about 15-20 minutes drive from here. I just thought it was really lovely, really lovely. So I've whipped over there today to pick it up, and just the nicest people. They've still not got their parcel, not on the high street, and not answering my emails either, which is really annoying. But if he hadn't been honest and he hadn't been such a nice chap, that parcel would have been lost forever. Part of my sister's birthday present. So it's probably restored my faith in humanity today. I just thought, what a nice couple, really lovely. And like on the dispatch, there's not my there's my name and the shop address on the dispatch note, but there's no contact details. So they googled me to try and find a phone number for me. So I just thought that was lush. I thought that was really just the sweetest. He could have, he was so honest of him as well. A lot of people could have just gone, it's not for me, or just chucked it back to Not on the High Street. But no, they went to real trouble to find me and give me a call. So that was my little errand, and I genuinely thought it was really lovely, really lovely. Just nice people. There's some lovely people out there in the world. So who's coming online today?
We got Claire, we've got Anne, we've got Angela, we've got Wendy, Carrie, Caroline, Nikki,
lots and lots of you today. Fabulous. Lovely. So we're going to do, obviously it's our block of the week, and we're going to do something, it's not challenging, but it's just a little bit different how you put things together, and you do have to be kind of careful. So we're going to do a Lone Star today, just very quickly finishing cutting the little pieces so I can go through it with you. We're going to do a Lone Star today, which requires just a little bit of thinking about how you're cutting, okay? Which is why I didn't put cutting instructions on, because how you cut it is quite specific, how it all gets put together and stuff as well. As per usual, I will get the pattern for it onto our website later on this afternoon, early evening, so you will be able to buy written instructions for it. I've had to take lots of photos with this one though, because it's very difficult to do the graphics in paint for this, because there's all slightly random angles. Okay, so I'm just going to cut the last couple of squares, and then, because there is some easy cutting as well, and then we're going to go through everything. Okay, so let me just finish off trimming that up. There we go. Okay, right, so let's get all my bits out of the way. They can all go over there. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to do a Lone Star, which looks like this. Okay, I've got the biggest fly in here. Oh, it's driving me potty. Okay, we're going to do a Lone Star. Sometimes there's lots of variations where these are single colours, the points. There's other variations where there are lots of colours in the points. The one thing I would say about this is I probably chose the wrong fabrics for this. I think it would look better with less patterned fabrics here. Okay, I think the dark navy is okay and this is okay, but I wish I'd gone for maybe a solid colour here. I think all this pattern just distracts a little bit from the overall look. The block comes up at 9.5 for this size, and obviously to get it into our 12.5, I've put a border around it. Okay, you can find patterns out there that are 12.5 to start with, but they're done with Y seams, and I don't like Y seams. They're real fiddly. I only do if I absolutely have to, and actually I quite like the way this one is put together. Okay, you have to be a little bit methodical with it. You have to be really double check your cutting, but actually it goes together relatively well. Okay, so let's pop that one out of the way. Let's go through what you need. You will need, out of your background fabric, you're going to need 4 3-inch squares, okay, and you're going to need 4 4-inch squares, okay, so small and large. You're then going to need some 1.5-inch strips. Okay, I'm just going to give this one a little press. So from like whatever the middle colour is going to, what I'm going to call it, you know, inner, middle, outer. Okay, so for whatever your inner colour is, you need 2 strips, which are 1.5 by 22 inches. Okay, so you're going to need 2 strips like that. Okay, this one's much longer. It's quite nice because you can do it out of your scraps and stuff, this one. Okay, because it's like quite small little skinny bits. Okay, so 1.5 by 22, and you'll need 2 of them. Excuse me. Grab my water. You're going to need, of your outer fabric, you're going to need 1.5 by 22. Okay. So like that. And then from your inner fabric, which is like my dark one, you're going to need 1.5 by 22. Okay. So 2 of the middle one, and then 1 each of the outer and inner. All right. And then you'll need sashing fabric for the outside, but I'll go through, that's on the pattern. I just did 2-inch strips all the way around, and then I'll square it up once it's quilted. Okay, so that's everything you need. So the first bit is nice and easy. We are going to take the outer and the inner fabric like that, okay, and we're going to stitch on one of the middle fabrics like that and like that. Okay, now if you haven't got lengths that are 22 inches, there's nothing stopping you doing, like, as long as you've ended up with enough, you know, it could be you've got 10 inches and, you know, 11 inches and 11 inches, okay? As long as you've got enough to cut, okay, it doesn't matter. So you can use up some of your scraps with this one because they are little pieces. Okay, so we're going to stitch these together with 1/4 inch, like that and like that. Okay, so I'm going to nip over to the sewing machine, and while I'm stitched, because it's just a long straight stitch all the way down, talk to me, ladies. What are you up to? What's going on there?
Caroline asked, I've got to ask, but does the clock behind you above the radiator ever work? It's been that time for weeks.
This one? No, it doesn't, lovely. It was given to me by my great uncle who died, and he was a real darling of mine, and it doesn't work, and it was actually a wedding present when I married my first husband. It was a wedding present, and no, it doesn't work, but I can't get rid of it. It's sentimental. And I'm not sentimental about a lot of things, but my Uncle Alan was just an absolute darling. He was just the sweetest man. And my grampy died who I was very, very close when I was only, well, not quite 16. And Uncle Alan was just like an extra grampy to me for a very long time. So yeah, no, it doesn't work, I'm afraid, but I can't get rid of it. It's a bit of sentimentality, which I don't do about a lot of things, but it's just something that sits there and stays there. So, any other questions? Anything else?
No question.
No?
Gary says I'm eating pancakes, Greek yogurt and blueberries.
Oh, nice. Yum, yum, yum. Although without the blueberries, because I don't do fruit, we know this. Any vegetables, but don't do fruit. But pancakes, yeah. Oh, with maple syrup. Or just like proper, pancake day pancakes, crepes with lemon and sugar. Always just lemon and sugar.
Sandra said, not a good start to the day. I drowned my phone first thing.
Oh
Not very happy.
no! How did you drown your phone, Sandra? What happened? Did you drop it in the washing up sink, or was it in your back pocket and down the toilet? Because I've done that a few times. So I've just stitched that one to that one. And then we're going to do the same with this one. Okay.
Stick it in a bowl of rice.
Well, apparently it works sometimes. It doesn't with others. I have to say, my phone apparently is completely waterproof. And you can like chuck it in a swimming pool and it'll be fine. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't trust that it's actually waterproof. There we go. Go down this one. Down here like that. So we did our first week's over with our walking challenge. You might have seen the post yesterday that Sean put up, where we'd got to Bodmin. If we'd started at Land's End, we'd have walked all the way to Bodmin. So yeah, we didn't do too badly. I have to say, Sean took most of the slack this week because I have been laptop to sewing machine. So I haven't hit my target every day. But Sean, I have to say, has taken up the slack, which is amazing. So we're going to press this one out, okay? Now, I would suggest, and I don't do this often, you know I don't, but I would suggest ironing this open, okay? I'm going to just set the seam first. There's a lot of bulk on the back of this star, so this, I think, just helps to iron this one open, which is a bit fiddly to get started. There we go. And it just helps with the bulk, okay? There's a lot of overlapping seams on this one, so I found if I just do this one open, it does help. Okay, ooh, come on. Doesn't want to go open though. What did you put on? Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
I like to have background on when we're doing these because it helps with the sound and stuff as well, apparently. But I said to Drew, because I was running around because I'd come back from picking up the parcel, put something on the TV, just get some background noise going. He's put Lilo and Stitch on. I haven't seen this film for years.
It's my favourite.
It's your favourite, is it? There we go. Just set that seam, and then we're going to iron this one open as well.
If I ever win the lottery, you know where to find me. Hawaii.
Hawaii, that's where you're going, is it? That's my Brian and Jean's, one of Brian and Jean's favourite places. They've been there about 4 or 5 times. That's my in-laws, my husband's parents. Oh, hang on, I'm getting in a right pickle with this. Come on. It's because it's quite a long seam. It's a bit dull for you guys to watch, sorry. So I'm quite pleased I'll actually be able to send the rest of my sister's birthday present off now. I'm going to put a little note in there for her as well. So, but yeah, a little bit annoyed with Not on the High Street. Their lack of customer service is shocking, frankly. Okay, so, and I know it's all little independents, and we've all, you know, as we are, and we've all got all sorts going on at the moment, but just an email back to say, you know, we're sorry it hasn't arrived or whatever, we'll look into it. Please do. Right, okay, so I've ironed that seam open just because I think it helps a weeny bit. Now this is where the odd cutting comes in, okay? You're going to need your 45-degree line on your ruler, okay? You need a ruler that has a 45-degree line. If it hasn't got one, you might have to get a protractor or something. But most rulers do have a 45-degree line. So now, no, I'm right-handed, so normally I would have the cut edge on my left side, and I would cut this way. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to do this towards me, so I'm gonna try and do it on the side. So hopefully Drew can kind of get it as if you were looking at it. So this edge here, okay, I want to line up my 45-degree line. So this is on the right-hand side, which is, again, feels slightly odd. So I'm going to line up the 45-degree line along that bottom edge, okay. Just move it over. So the edge of the ruler, I want to get rid of this selvage bit, obviously. Okay, so I've lined that up there. So that 45-degree line. Be really careful that you're using the 45, because I was doing it quite late last night. I was working out sizes and I accidentally had it on the 60 and it doesn't work. okay? Actually, it wasn't, sorry, it was this one here, this 30 line. It was like that. And they don't fit, okay? So make really sure that it's definitely the 45-degree line along the edge of the fabric like that. And then I'm going to cut up, sorry Drew, I'm going to try and do this away from you, cut up there like that. So I've got a 45-degree angle here, okay, like that. Let me just double check that that's right. Yes, definitely, okay. So I've got my 45 there. Right, I'm then going to turn, so I'm going to try and do this towards, I'm going to have to do it towards me now because of how this works. I've got this on my right hand side. I would then want to put this on my left hand side, okay, because I'm right-handed. I'm now going to cut down using this cut edge 1.5 inch segments. So I'm going to line my 1.5 inch line, which is this one here, 1.5, like that, along that cut edge. So I've got the 1.5 line along there, along the cut edge. Move all this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to cut up there, okay, like that. So this is my first one. And I'm going to do that again, and I need 8 of these. So 1, 1.5, that's 2, 1.5, and again, you want to be really careful. You have got the line all the way up, the 1.5 inch line on this bit, because otherwise if it's just slightly out, that angle will start to compound and start to get different. If you think it is, recut the 45, okay, so it's 3, 1.5, it's 4. Okay, talk to me ladies while I'm doing this.
Sandra says, I hope Sean doesn't wear herself out.
Oh, Sean will wear herself out. She walks everywhere because she doesn't drive. So she's a big walker anyway. So, there we go. I think it's one more. I've only got 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, one more. I need 8. And this is what I meant. If you didn't have full strips of 22, as long as you can get 8 out, it doesn't matter if it was in 2 or 3 strip pieces. You know, so just, you could sew your little bits up. Okay, so there we go. You've got 8. You've got a weeny bit left over. I could probably get 9 out. Yeah, I could probably get a 9th out of there. So you could probably go with 20 inches rather than 22. If you, hang on. Yeah, you could go with 20 inches rather than 22. But I just like that. I know that's a bit wasteful, but I like that little bit. You'll go in a mile a minute. I like that bit extra just in case I need to redo that line, redo that 45. So I've got 8 in that one. Okay, I'm going to do exactly the same with this one. All right. So let me just line it up again, just one more time so you can see. So I've got, where is it? Lost it. The 45-degree line here, 45-degree line right along that bottom edge. Okay, and then we're going to cut up there. Okay, and then that's going to go to my left hand side. Hang on. Yeah, that's right. I thought I'd done that wrong. Right, I'm just going to quickly whip through and cut these 8 on the blue, the pale blue. Okay, so any comments or anything there, Drew? Anybody having a chat today?
Sandra said, found out my dressing gown into the blue.
Oh no.
Been to Tesco. It's a stuck one. What do you know what that means? We'll have to pay as it's on contract.
To get a new one. Oh, that's a pain, isn't it, love? Yeah, I've done it a couple of times. I remember being in work when I was at the stadiums, and 2, 4, 6, and run into the loo between events, and it was in my back pocket of my trousers, which were quite loose. Just this one was a lot shorter because I knew I had this piece here. Okay, I'd done from last night. I ran to the loo quickly, forgot it was in my back pocket, pulled my trousers down, and as I pulled my trousers down to sit down the loo, heard the splash of my my phone hitting the toilet water. It was knackered. I had to buy a new one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So we've got our diamonds, all right? So, and that funny little bit of cutting is what I wanted to go through with you guys, because it's not our usual type of cutting. You do need to be quite careful with those angles. Right, you want to now just stack these all up so you know they're all going the same way. Okay, like that. I'm going to do the same with this one. Make sure they're all going the same way. You want to be a bit organised with this block. Okay, so I'm going to stack up those ones like that.
Lisa Fowler says, watch Newing Works car park before work.
Oh, bless you. Oh, there we go. Where's the strangest place you've watched one of our tutorials? Let me just grab a Fritz-on pen a second. Where have they all gone? Well, there's got a bit of colour on it so you guys can see. There we go. Okay. Right, we're now going to sew these into pairs, okay? So you want to take one of each colour and you want to turn one of them, okay? So they're going to sit like that. Now, we would normally, with like squares and stuff, we'd nest these seams, wouldn't we? We'd put them right sides together like that, and we would try and nest that seam, okay? That doesn't work with these, because when you then do your 1/4 of an inch, you lose the point, okay? So we have to offset them. And the way we do that is, we're going to mark up, so you've got to, let me grab a pin a second. So you're going to mark up, can you see where where I've opened the seam up, where that point there is? Okay, I'm looking for that seam there. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. Now, I'll do this a second. So I'm going to mark these two seams here, okay, where they're going to join, all right? So if I think about it being this way, being right sides together, I grab onto that one, okay, and it's this edge that I want to mark up. So I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to find the 1/4 inch line on my ruler, okay, and I'm going to lie it against the edge of the rectangle, the edge of the diamond, and where the ruler, the 1/4 inch line hits that seam, I'm going to make a little mark like that. I'm hoping you guys can see that. So I've made a little mark where I'm 1/4 inch down from the edge of the fabric. So this is basically now my seam allowance, okay? So I've made a little mark just there. And I want to do the same on this one. So if that one's going to that, it's going to be this edge. So I want to make a little 1/4 inch mark. You might be able to see it a bit easier on this one because it's paler. Okay, so I've lined my 1/4 inch line on my ruler down the edge of the diamond, and I'm going to mark where it crosses, where it hits the seam. Okay. We are then going to put these right sides together with those marks. You're going to grab a pin and you're going to put your, just double check again. Yeah, there we go. You're going to put your pin through that mark, through the seam, okay? And you're going to find the mark on the other seam, the other side. So it's going to be about there. Ha-ha! There we go. Okay, just make sure it's going right through the seam like that. All right. You then going to line up those raw edges and make sure that that pin is nice and straight, going straight through. Okay, don't let it do that. Can you see? Because you want the pin to be right straight like that, so that those points are nice. Pin it in place. Okay, make sure that those raw edges are still nice and in line, and we're going to stitch a 1/4 of an inch all the way down there. Okay, I'm going to do that because I'm not going to do the whole star for you, but I need at least 2 done, so I'm going to do another one for you. Okay, so I want them to look like this. Okay, so I'm going to be marking this edge and this edge. So I'm going to whip that one over, and it's this edge I want to mark. So I'm going to do my 1/4 inch, make a weenie mark. So this one's, yeah, we've done a lot of easy little blocks. Okay, but this one, oh, there's my 1/4 of an inch. You've got to think about it a weeny bit more. It's a little bit more challenging. Okay, I'll grab some more pins. It takes a little bit more prep. It's not difficult. It's just a weeny bit more challenging. Okay, so I'm going to put those right sides together. So I've got the marks on the same seam edge. Put my pin through there and find it. Where is it? There it is. There. Okay. Make sure that pin is nice and straight, and then pin it in place. And I'll do one more. Okay, I'll just do a couple more for you guys. Anyone having a chat there? Who's there?
Terence says I'm in the office today, sat here with my headphones on, listening.
Oh, bless you.
Getting some funny looks.
I love that. I love that you guys are all randomly, you know, round the country and in all odd places. You're not all just sat there nice having a bit of lunch. That's dedication, ladies. That's dedication to White Gecko, that is. So, again, go through that point there. And through that point there. There we go. Just move that down just a widgy bit. There we go, like that. Make sure that pin is nice and flat, so it hasn't moved. And pin in place. Okay. So, I'm going to take these over to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch them down. Okay, so 1/4 inch. Now, if you need to use a leader on your machine, you know, if sometimes it chews up little bits, do that, okay? But I've got my 1/4 inch foot on, and I'm just gonna, and I would go gently. You know, these are all on the bias now. All of these edges are on the bias, so they can stretch out and things. So we're gonna go down this one here, like that, nice and gently, and just readjust if you need to. This top end, like that. Oh, it's such a dark day again today. I've got all the lights on in here and it's still really dark. And I'm going to feed my next one in. So just make sure that you're sewing the right edge as well, because I've done that before where I've picked up a big pile of them and completely sewn the wrong edge. Take that one down. There we go, and again on this one. So, oh, slow it down, missus. Ooh, see, I'm a bit foot heavy today. And here we go. Slow that down. So you would do that with all of the diamonds, okay? And you'll end up with 8 little pairs. Again, if you wanted to, I'm not going to now because it's a bit of a pain, but if you wanted to, oh, actually no, let's do it. Let's do it. I'll just set that seam and then I'm going to open that seam out again. Again, it just helps with the bulk with this one because there are a lot of points all coming together. And I do think it just helps a weeny bit. I don't normally like sewing, pressing seams open, but now and then it has to be done. Okay, so you can see now you've got a little diamond going on. So set the seam. You would do, like we're saying, you would do all of them and make sure you'll end up with 8 diamonds. Okay, I'm not going to do that obviously today because it will take far too long, so I'll just do a few of them. Okay, but marking back and front of the diamond, you know, actually see that one's moved quite, oh well, never mind. The point on that one is absolutely, I have to say, I'm going to blow my own trumpet about that one because that, you couldn't be closer on that point. Don't know if you can see it. Don't know if you can get it. Okay, so the point's really, really good on that one. On this one, not so much. You can see it's out. I'm not going to unpick it. You're never going to see that when it's put in the star. Okay. Okay, so let's get this one just pressed out. So I popped a load more haberdashery onto the website today. We had a couple of the little irons through. We had more of the quilting mats as well. So if you're in need of, that's pretty well stocked again now. The haberdashery, we've had an order come in. Oh, see, that one's really good as well. It's only the one that was out, but I'm gonna leave it. So yeah, if there's anything you need, we are still taking phone and internet orders. Okay, so do give us a shout if you need anything. Okay, we'll have a look at the website because there's loads of stuff on there. Okay, so you would do all 8. You'd make all 8. You'd block all those ones up and make 8 of those. You now want your little background squares. Okay, so with your 3, you're going to cut them in half diagonally, both sizes. So I'm going to start with my little 3-inch ones. Just line those all back up like that, and go across like this, and just cut them in half diagonally. There we go. So I've got a little pile of 3-inch. And exactly the same with the 4-inch. Okay, so there we go. How are you all getting on with your isolation quilts? Have you changed colours yet, or are you still going with the same same fabrics. How big are your quilts getting? I think I've got enough. I genuinely have got enough for 2 quilts now. So once you've done all 8, you're going to put them into 2 piles because they need to be put together very slightly different. You're going to do 4 one way and 4 the other. I'm going to show you 1 of each way, and I'm going to try and do this to you. So I'm going to take 2, but you would end up doing 4 one way, 4 the other. Okay, so I'm going to have to do it towards myself first and then turn it around because it's all funny angles. Yeah, there we go. So this blue one is my inner star. Okay, so this is facing you guys. So I've got my inner star on the right hand side. Okay, it's facing that way. And can you see I've got like a flat, I've done it on an angle. So I've got a flat bottom, flat top, like that. Okay. The smaller, the 3-inch triangle is going to go in here. And can you see I'm using the long edge against the edge of the triangle, the edge of the diamond. I keep saying triangles, I mean diamonds. Okay. And then the bigger triangle is going to go like this. And it goes, can you see it's the same way? Let me just move this out of the way. It's the same way as the small one. And that sort of sits there in between. All right. We're so used to putting like half square triangles and all together that we want to do this somehow. Okay. So you've got your long edge against this bit, and then you've got your bottom edge. If you think of it about the bottom edge of your triangle, it's going to go like that. Okay. So you're going to make 4 going this way, and I'm going to show you how to put those together in a second. You're also then going to make 4 go in the opposite way. Okay. So this time my inner fabric is on the left hand side, so you can see it's pointing the other way. And my small triangle is going to go over here. Move that out of the way. Over here, like that. My large triangle is going to go on the top, like that. So I've got, they're going opposite ways. And you would make 4 going that way, and you'd make 4 going that way. Are you all with me so far? Is that all making sense? That's facing you guys. Okay? Making sense, ladies? I hope so. So we're going to start by doing this one. Okay? First thing we want to do is find the centre of this long edge. Okay, so I'm going to fold this in half, like that, and just crease that edge there. So I've got the centre of the long seam. That centre is going to go sit on that seam there of the diamond. Okay, so I'm going to match those up like that. Okay, and I'm going to pop a pin in there so it doesn't move. Where's my pins?
Sandra has, because I can't remember, do you sell by the yard or the metre?
Fabrics,
I think so.
It's metres, love, not yards, because there's only like a couple of centimetres difference. And, you know, I think isn't a yard like 38 inches and a metre's 39 inches. It's like really, it's hardly any difference. So if you've got like an American pattern that says you need 1.5 yards, I would go with, you can probably get away with 1.25 metres. But I tend to I just do a direct conversion. But we sell by the metre. On the website, the prices are by half metre. Okay, so if you, on the website, if it says like £4 for one, that's per half metre. So if you want a full metre, you need to put 2 in. Okay, and you'll get a full metre. If you want 2.5 metres, you'd put 5 in. Okay, because it's units of half metres. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So I've joined up that little halfway point on my triangle with the point in the centre, and you can see you've got a little bit hanging over both sides. Okay, I'm going to stitch down 1/4 inch. Come over this way. There we go. Scoot along. And I'm going to stitch down 1/4 inch. And again, everything is on the bias, so just go a weeny bit slower. Okay. There we go.
Christine says 36 inches in a yard. I'm old school.
Ah, there you go. There you go, 36. I knew it wasn't much difference. But yeah, we do buy by metres. Just because it's all sold to us by metres. Okay. You then want to press this out, so I've just set the seam. Okay. But I would actually press it. I know it's, again, different to what you normally would do, but I would press it towards the diamond. Okay. So I want the diamond on the top so that when I roll out, okay, like that, your seam is going towards the diamond. It helps later when we're putting it all together. Okay, You can see that you've got excess up here. You're supposed to have. Don't worry about that, okay? That's supposed to be there. So this one now is going to go on the top here, okay? Like that. When we put them right sides together, you want to line up this edge here with the edge of this, okay? You're not going in the centre or anything, because this is actually just a straight seam. You're going to line it up. Actually, let me put it on the pink just a second, so it might be easier to see. Okay, so you're going to line up this edge, so it's running down here. So when I go like that, raw edges together, but I've also got this edge against this edge here. Okay, move that over just slightly, like that. Okay, so that's lined up there, this is lined up here. And then I'm going to stitch across here. Okay. Any questions or anything there, love? You having a chat today?
No, Caroline just said my husband is the same. I have to convert everything back into the proper measurements for him if it's in metric.
Yeah, it's really bizarre because almost all quilting is done in inches. We buy inch rulers, we buy inch mats, all patterns are all done in inches, and yet we sell fabric by the metre. Yeah, most bizarre. Okay, and again, I would iron it out to the diamond. Okay, so roll that back like that. Okay, give it a gentle press. You can be quite, so you can see you've got this now. There's a little bit of excess here. I'm going to trim that off, okay, before I join them together. I'm going to just square up just a weeny bit before I draw it. So now I'm going to do the other one, okay, which is going the other way. It's exactly the same method. So my little half one here, I'm going to fold in half to find the, not little half one, my little 3-inch one, sorry. Like that, find the centre, and the centre is going to go onto there, like that. And line that all up. So I've got the little crease of the centre, right slap bang in the, on that seam. Pop a pin there to stop it moving. It's one of the few times I would pin when I've got this amount of biased edges. And we're going to stitch 1/4 inch all the way down. Any questions about this, ladies and gents? Everybody all right with what I'm doing so far? Have you done a Lone Star before? Anyone who did the Cottage to Castle, in fact I'll show you that in a second because it's a really big Lone Star. Anyone who did the Cottage to Castle, the class with us, when you all guys were all doing that, that's got a massive Lone Star in the centre, which I'm going to show you in just a second. And then this one, just like before, is going to go, so that's going this way. This one, just like before, is going to go on the top like that. Okay, so I'm going to line it up there. See, that one has stretched just a weeny bit because it's on the bias, but it'll all disappear in the seam allowance. And I'm going to stitch along here. Okay. Okie doke. Love seeing your challenge posts as well. There's been some lovely woolly stuff going on. Really nice woolly stuff going on. Some amazing work happening out there actually. They're very, you know, some very, very talented talented followers, which is fab. Okay, so that one is now the opposite of that one. Okay, can you see that, guys? And what we're going to do is I'm just going to trim off that little bit of excess. If you've got any, because everything's on the bias, it all stretches a weeny bit. It doesn't matter if you've got a weeny bit of excess. I'm just going to go point to point on my ruler and trim off that weeny bit of excess there. You can also do the same here as well. You can just, because that's stretched just a weeny bit. Let's just get those dog ears off. Okay.
Suzanne like says I've done Lone Star in FPP.
Ah, right, yeah, that's quite a nice way of doing it actually. Really quite a nice way of doing it. But that's, you know, I thought I'd do this one because it is a piece-in version rather than a foundation piece-in. I will do some more foundation piecing actually. I found actually through I think it was Heather or somebody, I don't know, somebody posted some really beautiful foundation piecing the other day, and I bought the pattern for all the blocks. They're really interesting, they're lovely. So can you see that they're going opposite directions? These are in the centre like that, okay? And that's because we're going to put these long edges together like that, okay? like that, and we're going to stitch down that edge. So 2 points you want to really think about when you're stitching this together. And I know this one is a bit challenging. I know I'm repeating that, but it is a little bit challenging. It is a little bit more that you've got to think about, okay? Not just your lots of half square triangles and chucking them together. You've got to think about this a little bit more. So I want to make sure that those two there are nested as well as possible, and these two here are nested as well as possible, okay? So I'm going to put them right sides together. I'm going to go through that seam there, okay, and find that seam that side, just like we did when we put the diamonds together, and really make sure that those are lined up as best you can. So I'm going to do that and pop a pin in, hold that in place. And I also want to do the same there, okay? Actually, would I might actually, so on these ones, thinking about it, I hadn't thought about that previously when I was putting the other one together. I think I probably just did it automatically. I would iron the background square on like your left hand side towards the diamond, but on the other one I'd iron it upwards so that you can nest this one. Yeah, I think I would probably change that and do that so that it really nests well, because that will show if you don't get that right, okay? So I'm going to stitch all the way down there now. So just pop this down, and again you are on a bias edge. You're on a lot of bias edges, okay? So be careful, go nice and steady. This is me saying go nice and steady, and I went really fast then. It's alright, my machine foot's not in the same place. There we go. Okay, and that is a quarter of your block done. Alright, so I'm just going to gently press that out. Again, it's all, those biases are pretty much enclosed now, so it's not too bad. Okay, but that's a quarter of your block done, so you would make 4 that look like that. So if I bring the original one back over again, you can see that that is that there, okay, like that. All right, doesn't matter that this is stretched a weeny bit, because you would square it all up before you put your borders on, okay? You would make 4 like that, and obviously you would just rotate them. And once you've got 4 like that, you just treat them like a 4 patch. So you're going to sew that one to that one, iron the seams one way, sew that one to that one, iron the seams the other way, and then sew the 2 together. Okay, but you can see that that would go in like that, and then you just rotate them round. Okay, like that. So actually I'm going to get you, if I can find it, where is it? Is it under here somewhere? It might be. Where is my cottage to castle quilt? Because I thought you might like to see that, because that's a really big Lone Star. Aha, I can see it. I can see it, it's under here. And this is a big old quilt, this one. Okay. And it's a Pam and Nikki Lintott pattern. And it's one we did in the shop with a group of people. And actually, if anybody did this and you've got your examples, please do let me see it. But that centerpiece there, hopefully you can see that. Can they see that, groups?
Yeah.
Because I can't see you at all. Okay, that's a big Lone Star. That's just done with more strips. Okay, instead of only having 2 colour strips, you've got, what have you got? 1, 2, 3. You've got 4 in there. It's done exactly the same way, just on a much bigger scale. Okay. Let me turn that like that. There you go. So I can actually show you. So yeah. So that's, where is it? So that piece we've just done would have been from there, like that. So it's just a much bigger version. And instead of using 2 strips, we used 4 on there. Okay, check out the Quilt Room's website. They've got the pattern there. It's fantastic. It's a big, as you can see, it's a big old quilt. Still not been quilted. One of the many quilt tops that I have that I haven't got around to quilting. Okay, I've got a lot of quilt tops at this point, not finished. Lots and lots. So, but that's just a version of this. Okay, there is nothing stopping you with these ones, rather than doing them in 2 colours, you could do them in 1 colour. Okay, you would cut you do a 2.5-inch strip. 2.5-inch strip? Hang on, no, 1.5. So yeah, 2.5-inch strip. I had to do the maths then in my head. 2.5-inch strip, and then cut it on the 45, and instead of cutting it 1.5, and joining, you could just then cut 2.5, and you wouldn't have any of the joining, but you would still have that diamond, and you would still do the triangles around the outside and the background the same way. Okay. Yeah, any questions or comments there? Anything anybody wants me to go through again? How did you find that one?
Gosh, you're so clever. Eileen says amazing.
That's all right. Oh, there were some fabulous versions of that quilt in the class. You guys, if you've
it's running out of battery.
It's running out of battery. You just got to hold it a second. That's right. We're nearly done anyway. I know Kathleen, you did a beautiful one, which was a dark background with all those beautiful spray times. Dawn, Norman, if you're there, I know yours was blue and white. Sandra, did you do a blue and white one as well? Can't remember. Leslie did a really beautiful one, but I know she's not on Facebook. Who else did one? I can't remember who else was on the class now. It's a long time ago. It's a long time since we had classes. I think it was about 18 months ago we did those. Who else did one? I've done one recently. Julie Hall, you did it all in Liberty, didn't you? If you've got pictures of your Colchester Castle with your lone stars in the centre, do put them either on the Gigglers page or on here so other people can see them. It'd be lovely. Just so that you can see how, you could make lots of little ones like this, lots of blocks, and put them all together. It can be just one block in your isolation quilts, or you can, like I said, you can make bigger versions by using different sizes. So that's the Lone Star, guys. I quite like it. It is a little bit more fiddly. It is a little bit more challenging than a normal block. You do have to think about how you're putting it together, but it is only straight line sewing at the end of the day. It's just how you make sure you pin it right. So, any questions or comments there, Han?
Dawn said she'll post a picture.
Ah, lovely. Thank you, Dawn.
Sandra says yes.
Fab. Yeah, because I think Sandra did it as well in blues and whites, same as Dawn. Different blues and whites, but the same colourway.
But no, that's about it.
Lovely. So I'm not back tomorrow. Sarah's back tomorrow, and she's got she's done these really, really cute little like ballet slipper type things. For like when you're padding around the house, or you want to go to class and you want to take your shoes off, because a lot of people don't like sewing barefoot or whatever, or they'd be brilliant for when we eventually. Oh, this fly is driving me potty. I said I'm gonna have to have the windows open, get some fly spray out. If we're allowed on holiday, they'd be brilliant for like rolling up, because they're all soft and lovely, and putting in your bag to take away with you and stuff. So she's going to be doing slippers tomorrow with you.
They're
mega
like beach
cute
slippers.
Pardon?
Beach slippers. They look like.
Oh, you want to get sand all in them though? No, we don't want beach. No, I wouldn't put them on the beach.
Yeah.
I suppose you could if you wanted to, but yeah, I think sometimes if like when you're on holiday and you're padding around a hotel room, or a villa or something, and it's all lovely stone floors, you might want something just on your feet. Actually, I suppose if you're out on I suppose because they're going to be completely washable, so I suppose you could wear them around the pool and all as well if you wanted, because it wouldn't matter if they got really wet, because they could just be washed, double dried. So she's back tomorrow at 1, and I'm in the shop. I'll be in the shop day tomorrow. I'm having an at-home sewing day today to try and catch up with some stuff. So it's all good. We will see you tomorrow. Well, I won't, Sarah will. And Drew will see you tomorrow. Drew's going to film for Sarah. Take care. Any other last comments before we go?
No, Rebecca just says she's feeling inspired. Definitely think I'll give a quote a go. Thank you.
Oh, please do. Yeah, absolutely. It was Claire yesterday messaged us. All our isolation blocks are all on our website. They're £2 each pattern. But at least you've got all the names on there, so you can look back on the tutorials. The tutorials are all on our YouTube channel, or they stay on Facebook, but actually they're probably easier to find on YouTube, because obviously the Facebook lives aren't named or anything, so you should be able to find them all on our YouTube channel, and you can sew along with us then. I love seeing what people are doing. It's fabulous. Lovely. I love all the different colours and things. So lovely, cool. I will see you all Friday. And I can't remember what we're doing Friday. Labyrinth block. Got a labyrinth block tomorrow on Friday. So I'll see you then. Take care, guys. Bye.